ready whenever.
Yeah.
All right, and we are back
Yes,
with
sir.
the next.
Alright,
This is
so
the
we
next
just saw
one.
Genesis, and now he's playing HC, who has been waiting, also been waiting a
Yes.
long time.
HC has been waiting a long, long time. Did a
Yeah.
lot of testing with HC, and we're really happy with this lineup. You see, Genesis is some very aggressive lineup. HC has a couple of choices to try and balance that out. So we'll see how these two lineups match up. See, Battling Book from the start already gives him an Arcane Explosion.
Really good in this matchup.
Yes, very very good in this matchup.
Okay. So this is a Reno mage, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Reno mage's popularity has kicked up since like what, a week ago?
Yeah, quite a bit since
Yeah.
people realized that like the burn spells are really good at beating up
Burn
on
spells are
shamans
really
and
good.
pirates.
It's hard to get past, like I was saying just earlier, Ice Block and a Reno
Yes,
and a barrier.
yes.
It is way too much.
It's almost as if you have 3 lives. And
Alright,
this is a
so
very efficient trade here.
yeah, so Genesis realizing that his Reno Mage, he probably wants to burn them down before they grab into the pieces
Yeah,
that they need to survive.
I think the book was it really gonna pay off for him here because this is an efficient arcane explosion, whereas before he would just have to use his torch. But now this is really good. Like this also provides him with an answer to Cork on elite going forward.
Yes.
If he picks up things, for example, like Ice Barrier, Reno Jackson, Ice Block, these are all really efficient ways for HC to just like stabilize the board and eventually take over the game.
But right now we see in Genesis' hand that it's just, all this face
Yeah,
damage on curve. That's
all
really
this
good.
damage.
Okay.
He's
So he's
actually gonna,
coining out the valet
yeah,
just to have a board to answer any minions that come out.
yeah. What do you think of that play? Just like developing a minion to
I
try
think
and
it's fine. Like, what else are you gonna hold the coin for at this point? If you're
Reno,
gonna coin on the turn 5, what's your 6 mana spell that'll save you?
Reno Jackson.
You're right. You're right. But there you didn't get it, so I'm correct. It's been a long day for everyone.
Oh, and we see Rev just
Look at
that.
that.
Okay,
All
so
right.
this is gonna be really, really good for us. He needs one more point of damage to
Yeah.
actually seal this.
Okay, and that's not it. But we're probably gonna see the Finley here.
Yeah, almost certainly he's not gonna pull the trigger on the Mortal Strike without certain damage.
Probably grab shapeshifts.
Yep. And this is just gonna be him setting up for lethal. He's gonna get the bad news in a moment.
Yep. The Arcane Explosion on point.
Yeah, getting both those Arcanite Reaper charges out of the way before this Reno comes down is going to be very very profitable for HC. This is really what you want to set up. You want to get all the cards out of their hand first, and then you follow it up with just like gaining 26. What could possibly go wrong?
All right. So we also see that the Ice Block was drawn on the next turn.
Yeah,
So this is gonna be really difficult. The fact that the Reno can't be cleared opens up for like if he has a Manic Soul Eater in the deck.
yeah.
You know.
I think if Genesis has gotten a bit of a better hero power going forward, this there would still be a lot of merit to play this game. But
Yeah.
as it stands, really, it's going to be a really uphill battle for him.
Yeah. It's not unwinnable right
Yeah,
now from his perspective because he hasn't drawn or he hasn't activated the secret yet.
yeah, he still has a lot of merit to playing the game in general because like sometimes your opponent just doesn't have any of the other answers. But we can see from here, like between Alex Ice Block and
Yeah.
Acolyte of Pain to refill the hand after these things happen, like HC has pretty big control over this game so far.
Yeah. HC has basically drawn all the answers and everything he needs right now.
Yeah,
Oh, he's picked the 10 cost. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
there you
just picks
go.
it up because I cause, yeah.
Genesis saves us all a lot of time.
Wow. All right, so really fast game going off right here.
Yeah.
So the Reno Mage is done. Which of the clans or which of the clans? Which of the classes were banned? So
Rogue from HC is banned, and Shaman from Genesis is
Shaman
banned.
from Genesis.
Yeah.
Okay. So HC still has a Shaman and a Warrior left.
Yes, both of the lists from HC are very, very aggressive. So hopefully this match will just be finished up quick and we all can
Yeah,
go.
so we can all go home before New Year's. But if they're both the aggro variants, then oh, but we see ancestral knowledge.
Yeah. I worked with HC a lot in upcoming weeks for this. This is a much more aggressive Shaman list with Doomhammer, and as a result, I think he loses a lot of points in this matchup. Because between like Doomhammer is generally just a card you want to be able to coin out. But in situations like these, it's very clunky, and you often lose
Yes.
the board to a lot of little minions as a result. You don't really want to use your Doom Hammer to clear because it's how you're going to hit them in the face a bunch. And we
Right.
can see between Acidic Swamp Ooze and the weapons that are left, Genesis has a very good uh, position in the early game. Totem Golem is going to help mitigate that, though.
Yes. That's a really good top deck.
Yes, very good top deck. Other notable considerations would going to be Jade Claws, Feral Spirits going forward.
Oh. Is the patch just gonna hit the blood sail and then the lightning?
I believe so. You just have to keep the board clear because again, you have access to Doom Hammer. Like having it developed on a clear board is one of the easier ways to start to take over this game. And we see that he's actually going to get no value out of his either Blood Cell Cultist this game. So
Still good as a vanilla 34.
yes,
Premium
yeah.
stats. Oh, he's gonna use the rock biter to clear.
Yep. Showing a very good like line of thought. He understands that the Doom Hammer doesn't have to deal 10 damage a turn. It just have to
Right.
deal
Just dealing consistent
yeah.
4 per turn is good enough. Unfortunately, we see that Genesis has the ooze ready since turn 1.
Yeah, this is going to be really unfortunate if he chooses
Yeah.
to go with the turn 5 Doom Hammer.
Is there any reason not to from HE's point of view?
From his point of view, I don't think there is at the moment. It's just Ancestral Knowledge is just such a better follow-up, accompanied by the Hero Power, especially with the coin. Like you go
Right.
Ancestral Knowledge, Feral Spirits. There's also 2 Lava Shocks in the deck, so he has a lot of
Oh, okay.
room to find an answer. And we
That's
see
cool.
we see here he's just gonna go in the Doom Hammer. It's a very efficient play.
Right. Especially since he still just has the small time up right now.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this happens.
Yeah. The
Very
alternative being if he were to ancestral knowledge and play like the spirit wolves, he'd
yeah.
be so overloaded
Yeah.
for the following turn.
You'd have to absolutely find the Lava Shock, otherwise it's several turns without casting your Doom Hammer, and then you just have a like you'd have to be psychic to to see the Acidic Swapus at that point.
All
But we
right.
see that he would have found the Lava Shock, unfortunately. He's running
Oh,
2
double
Ancestral
ancestral
Knowledge. Yeah.
knowledge. Wow, look at that. Would you coin wolves here?
I think you would.
Yeah.
It's really difficult for. It gets a clean trade on the Acidic Swamp Ooze if he chooses to take it, but he does take 6 from his
From
Frothing
the
Berserker as a
berserker, yeah.
result.
Oh, he decides to use the mono tricks.
Yeah, this is fair. If he wants to preserve his
His board.
yeah. I like this a lot from Genesis. This is one of the ways to just like make sure that you guarantee short
Right.
of Lightning Storm. There's really no way to.
Okay, so he's just
Interesting.
aiming to get rid of the biggest threat on the board.
Yeah, I don't.
And he could play the wolves, right? Or is
Yes,
he not? Oh, he does. That's really good. It's almost stabilizing because we need to see what the ancestral draws.
exactly.
If it draws into like another lava shock into like a thing from below, I don't know if he was zoning it.
There shouldn't be thing from Lowe's because the Overlord is so strong, and also Finley is present. But I think
Yeah.
this here is just a lot of inevitability with the second Mortal Strike in hand, unfortunately. But this was an
Yeah.
underwhelming, like this was an underwhelming matchup to begin with. So
Okay.
kind of a
So
freebie for Genesis, if you will, especially with that hand. Like,
yeah, he also had a great curve.
yes, Acidic Swampoo's on Doomhammer can never
Yeah.
really.
Okay. So now the score is 1-1. HC has the shaman and the warrior left,
Yes.
and Genesis has the warlock and druid left.
Yeah, I think Druid is one of the decks that he's really going to try and target in this matchup, and the same could be said for HC Shaman as a result now. It's really difficult with to develop Doomhammer strategies in this meta because there's so many Acidic Swamp Oozes, there's so many 1-drops that you have to beat before you can actually develop your Doomhammer.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a little bit detrimental to him in this match.
I'm picking Warlock's favorite in this matchup, right?
Yes, yes.
Warlock in
Rainer
general.
Jackson, always favored.
Wow, and he's up picked the tunnel trog.
Yeah. But this is a really good curve from the Reno Lock deck as well. Twilight Drake and Mountain Giant are one of the most efficient cards that you can cast.
Yeah, also has the second rate bruiser for
Yeah,
the following
and
turn.
the Sun Fury protected a couple with. picks up an extra combo piece just in case he needs it. It's
Yes.
also very good for trading up into theoretical thing from belows. Should
Wow. Okay.
hmm.
Okay, so would you? This is just like a thing for me. Would you have hit with the Trog, or would you have hit it with the Totem Golem?
I think you want to for Hellfire consideration. You want to kind of preserve the
Okay,
health in
I
your
see,
totem
I see.
golems.
Okay. In my mind, I'm thinking Mortal
Yeah,
Coil.
yeah.
Yeah. Is this the finals? This is the second last game. Oh, this determines Group A's finals.
Yeah, this is the Group A finals. Yeah,
So the winner of this will be facing the
the winner of the Group B
winner of
finals.
Group B finals. Yes, which will be next, right after.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
While we were working over the bracket, HC figures out how to lightning bolt his opponent
A
for
lightning
them.
bolt to the face is pretty good.
Yeah, this is very
In B finals is Izzy Flo, who beat Terrence in order to get
yeah.
there. Now
Now
Christina
Christina
had
lost
lost
to
to. Ooh.
I believe Grizzly Coach,
Oh no, Christina
Grizzly
was
Cheek,
in
excuse me.
A.
Yeah, Christina lost to Grizzly Cheek in the losers round of six.
Yeah, of Group A. So
Yeah, Group A.
all right, so it's 2-1 in favor of HC right now. Yeah.
Yes, at the moment.
Yeah. So he's down to his warrior deck,
Yeah. Hmm.
which has to go through the warlock and the druid. I would think HC is favored here, no? Because it's a more aggressive variant. Oh, it's
Yeah, the Pirate Lord is one of the newer inclusions that we see in the pirate builds, and it really helps like stay for the long game.
mhm,
Like buffing your South Sea Deckhand was one of the more underwhelming cards before this card came along to help it out,
mhm,
as well as like Nizaz's First Mate
mhm.
and patches.
Okay.
And we see he should clear this entirely, just taking a moment to consider whether or not he's going to coin the South Sea Deckhand with it. And he goes with the Buccaneer
Yeah,
instead.
Buccaneer for more damage on the following turn, and to not have a one health creature. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Now you could double deckhand next turn.
We see a clunky hand on Genesis' side. So this might be really vulnerable. If he doesn't find like an AoE spell or his own Reno again, this could fall short very fast.
Yeah, the Shadow Bolt needing to target the small time doesn't feel really good
Yeah.
when it could follow up with the Berserker next turn.
We see this is a good plan. Short of Demon Wrath, just gonna keep smorking.
He didn't swing with the weapon. Is there any reason for that?
He just wants to preserve it as many turns as possible, since he has a lot of turns between that and Arcanite Reaper.
Mm. Okay. Wow, the
Yeah.
captain
Yep.
has some really good value here. That's incredible. 1, 2, 3, 9, 11, 12. Wow,
Yep.
it's
This is almost almost
this is
over.
this is lethal because of the Kokron. It's over.
Yep.
Wow, that was really fast. Wow. Well then, that was really quick.
Fun, interactive Hearthstone.
Exactly.
But I think that's sort of part of the whole tournament strategy. You know, sometimes you win your games before the tournament even starts. HC identified the decks that were going to come into this tournament, and he built
Yes.
his lineup specifically with that in mind. And it's
Mhm.
really like it's paying off for him now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that was 3-1.
That was the end of Group A, and
Yes.
HC015 is the winner. We will see he will face off against Izzy Flow,
Mhm.
who won Group B, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So
right,
that'll
so
be
we will
coming
have that
up in
momentarily.
yes, very shortly.